The Resilience Across Borders podcast is intended for education, support, and inspiration. I am not a psychologist or a medical doctor and do not offer any professional, medical, or health advice. If you are dealing with or suffering from any psychological or medical conditions, please seek help from a qualified health professional. Hello and welcome back to Resilience Across Borders podcast. I'm your host, Rachid, and in today's episode, we'll be exploring the concept inspired by Peter Drucker's quote, "Don't make 100 decisions when one will do." Basically, the one decision that rules them all, the power of cornerstone choices and decisions. So these days, we're faced with thousands of decisions each day, from the mundane to the life-changing. But not all decisions carry equal weight. Some decisions, such as cornerstone decisions, create clarity and structure that save us from making dozens or even hundreds of smaller ones. So hence, that's why I like this quote from Peter Drucker, who once said, "Don't make 100 decisions when one will do." This timeless advice reminds us that we can simplify our lives and increase our focus by making a few big decisions that automatically guide the rest. So what is a cornerstone decision? A cornerstone decision is a foundational choice that sets a clear direction, making many future choices irrelevant, easier, or automatic. It's a commitment that reduces decision fatigue and conserves energy for the things that truly matter. So the number one thing we're going to talk to in regards to this and how to do this better is decide your identity before you decide your actions. When you're clear on who you are or who you're becoming, know your guardrails, what matters to you, you don't have to debate every action. You filter your choices through identity. So example, if you decide I am someone who values my health, then you don't need to debate every meal or late night snack or workout. That one decision sets the tone. You decide, okay, I value my health, and basically I don't do anything that's not healthy for me, right? You can even write a short identity statement. I am someone who prioritizes whatever the value is, right? I am someone who prioritizes family, or I am someone who prioritizes fitness, whatever the case may be. And then use this to guide your daily actions and choices automatically. And number two is to establish non-negotiables. So non-negotiables are pre-decided boundaries that eliminate the need for on-the-spot decision-making. Example, a business owner might decide, I don't check email after 7 p.m. That one boundary prevents daily internal debates about whether to respond tonight or wait until tomorrow, right? It bookends the day and it says, okay, no more past this time, and that's it. And another practical use is to list 2 or 3 non-negotiables for areas where you feel decision fatigue. Like where you find yourself a lot of times trying to decide and going through the same thing over and over. It's like, what am I going to do? Where am I going to go? Where am I going to eat? Etc., etc. Or workout or screen time or spending or social plans. Just list non-negotiables for these areas and stick to them. And notice how much lighter your mental load becomes because these become automatic. You don't have to think about them anymore. And you can focus your brain power and your energy on other things that matter more. And number 3 is choose your environment strategically. Instead of constantly fighting temptations, distractions, or inefficiencies, choose environments that support your bigger goals. So example, if you want to read more and scroll less, placing a book next to your bed or on your pillow each morning is a decision that prevents future distractions. You've changed the environment to align with your intention. Another practical use is to audit your environment, look around, look at your home, look at your phone, apps, etc., your workspace, what's on your desk, and so on. Make one decision that reduces friction for a habit you want to build. Deleting an app that is a distraction, setting a daily alarm, or joining a focused co-working space. Number four is create decision filters. Rather than analyzing every opportunity, create a set of filters based on your values and long-term goals. Example, if your focus is family, time, and health, a job offer that demands 80 hours of work a week, even if it pays more, may not pass your personal filter. The decision becomes clear without prolonged stress or analysis. Again, a practical use is write 3 or 5 criteria that any major decision, whether it's a career move or an investment or a relationship, must meet. And then revisit this list when faced with uncertainty and run it against these filters and these guidelines. Number five is automate what doesn't deserve daily energy. Say, for instance, from meal planning to finances to exercise routines, some decisions can be made once and repeated with ease until there is a good, nice reason or prompt to reevaluate them or to revisit them or to program or redesign. So example, a weekly meal plan and grocery delivery system eliminates hundreds of tiny decisions during the week. That brain power is better spent on creativity, spent on connection, or spent on things that are probably a heavier weight and matter more and are more of impact, right? And you can pick one area of your life that feels chaotic. Ask what one-time decision or system could reduce all these daily micro decisions that consume brain power and consume time and consume energy. Then implement a simple version and build on it. So the goal isn't to live like on autopilot. It's to reserve your energy for decisions that really matter. By identifying and making cornerstone decisions, you can create clarity, create alignment, and create freedom. Because sometimes the smartest move isn't making more decisions, it's making one that makes the rest and takes care of the rest. As always, thank you for tuning into the Resilience Across Borders podcast. If you're enjoying this podcast and finding it helpful to you, please share it, please review it, and you can follow the blog at resilience.com, ATRESILIENCE.com, and there you will find links to previous episodes and also links to some of the newest courses I have added, along with the journal that helps you plan your life and not sleepwalk through life. So remember to be kind to yourself and be kind to others and stay resilient.